All right. Uneducated psychologist working on SUNGUN, Chapter 4. And let's see where we be. So we are halfway, or 1/3 through Chapter 4. The cap cage strung a ping, the tiny blue light flickering to indicate his avatar was part of another AI training session. The system was still a bit awkward, but had some potential for generating realistic heuristic personalities. Realistic heuristic personalities. Interesting. After running a training session, all one had to do was accept the invitation to run simulation in the open private. After running a training session, all one had to do was accept the invitation. Ploy. A simple ploy to coordinate the simulation in the open priverse. It was unusually very difficult to reverse engineer how the avatar's interaction came to be, and especially once a third was introduced to the training session, a problem almost impossible to communicate. Instead of attempting a fix, Kurt went ahead with an upload to the blockchain. A process indicative of mainstream use. He had an ounce of almost pure gold ready to be scanned for supply chain verification. Mine to all mine. A simple pun had powerful implications. A simple pun with powerful implications. One click and her AI began training. Who's her? One click and her AI began training without even slipping on the cap cage to initiate a brain connection. Her hemp blocks already positioned throughout the Priverse as static objects for avatars to move around as memory palace totems. The whole process was something she worked hard on to get photorealistic. Result most most raised in the Priverse took for granted. So all right. One click and Nina's AI began training without even slipping on the cap cage to initiate a brain connection. Her blocks are already positioned throughout the Priverse as static objects for avatars to move around through memory palace totems. The whole process was something Nina worked hard to get photorealistic, a result most raised in the Priverse took for granted. Intro, my name is Nina like in Oregon. My name is Nina like in El Nino, just female. Why SUNGUN? We are the solution to the tax credit problem. Your current energy plan, how it changes, blah, blah, blah. Next steps. Map showing pins, power through. Okay, well, usage, power outages. Utilities are expected to de-energize power. Let's do that. Solar farms are expected to wirelessly transmit power at higher voltages and more frequently this year to promote a living blockchain with true functionality. Power through outages with a rechargeable solar battery system. Power through outages with a Redux solar battery system. solar panels, then battery, then inverter, then SUNGUN meter, then home and or utility. Timing, federal solar tax credit schedule if you have taxable income on the system. You may qualify for the federal solar tax credit. Consult a qualified tax professional for assistance in details. SUNGUN does not guarantee when your system will be installed. Wholesale renewable solar partners and blah blah blah. Not just 5. That is 10 times more protection. Sorry, I'm just reading through some nonsense I wrote. I mean, it's not nonsense. It's just challenging. Okay. Kurt tested Nina directly. So before you even ask, I can tell you the answer is yes, you do need to sign right now. Nina laughed on the inside. And why is that? Not missing a beat, Kurt responded with a prepared single word response. Regret. Nina tilted his head in contemplation. I have no regrets. Okay. It's interesting, right? It's interesting how it works. All of a sudden we have Lisa there. As a social media marketer, Lisa did not disappoint Kurt, who felt most secure around people with a high moral fiber count with their spiritual clothing. What? All right. Both bickering, bikering, bickering. Both bickering. Both bickering brought down the brought down the mood. A sense social media tended to accelerate Marketing was a key component to making SUNGUN grow. Expansion of clientele, an emergent necessity. Expansion of clientele. An emergent necessity. As a social media marketer, Lisa did not disappoint Kurt, who felt most secure around people with a high moral fiber count in their spiritual clothing. An idea motivating him to become disciplined, to move away from his fear of stupidity, which the marketer was also worried about. They both tended to apologize for worrying, which led to spooning, then to forking, mainly in the priverse. And finally, friends. Masseur. The Priverse Masseur motto motto in our sales manager Kurt had a live fast and break live fast and break things kind of relationship, where the masseur felt good about the options he chose for the sales manager, who in turn makes the masseur feel secure in the values he brings to the Priverse. Okay, whatever that means, right? All right, Chapter 4. I gotta say, SUNGUNner's uneducated psychologist out.